We're back. Hey, what's up, you guys? It is Shacey Bender. I'm Cheyenne. And I'm Sierra, and welcome back to this week's video. I know we've been gone for a while. Yeah. And there is a reason for it. We will explain all of that and give a little bit of a life update at the end of the video. But for now, we're going to be ranking the Glee characters on a tier list because we hate them all. Yeah, and it's like as if people weren't already telling us, pick a struggle on top of everything else. We are Gleeks. I'm insufferable. And how can you watch a show where you hate all of the characters and still find it enjoyable? I don't know. I don't know why I like Glee, but I do. Even though every character in the show's run, they do something wrong, at least one thing wrong, and it's always really bad. Like, not even justifiable. Yeah. I don't think there's a single character in Glee that doesn't do something really horrible. Especially the guy characters. They all do something horrible. And it's just, like, morally, like, what is going on? Like, that's why it's kind of a red flag when these girls will be like, I have a crush on this guy on Glee. What do you mean? Like, I hope you're talking about the actor, because there's no way. I had to rewatch Glee because I hadn't seen it in a bit, even though I still wanted to make this video. And so I wrote down all of the episodes that we watched. These are ones that we thought were good or kind of representative of each season. I don't know how correct we are with certain ones. Like, sometimes we watched one and we were like, okay. It's just kind of a thing, like, we just kind of picked random episodes because we wanted to just see what the average Glee episode was like in each season. The Shrek phone case. I love it. So in season 1, we watched episode 11, Hairography. Season 2, we watched a bunch of episodes, actually, in comparison to the others. I really like season 2. We watched episode 2, Brittany. Episode 6, Never Been Kissed. And we watched episode 13, Comeback. In season 3, we watched episode 11, Michael. The smooth criminal performance. We had to watch it. See, that's the thing. We tried to pick iconic episodes. Were we supposed to just sit there and not click the smooth criminal episode? I mean, I am biased because I like The Flash, but I needed my Grant Gustin cameo. In season 4, we actually watched a couple episodes as well. Not as much as season 2, though. We watched Glee, episode 6, of course. And then we watched the finale, episode 22, All or Nothing. And for season 5, we watched episode 4, A Katie or a Gaga. I feel like that's a pretty iconic episode for season 5. And then for season 6... I mean, all the episodes are bad. Yeah. So. We watched episode 3, Jagged Little Tapestry. I hated it. But we didn't want to get too far into the season because then it's like the other characters. But either way, I was still bored out of my mind. So let's get into the actual tier list, like right now. I feel like you've been begging me to do this video for a long time, and I have a lot of self-hate because I like Glee. Me too. But I think I hate it more than you do. You always say you love what you hate. That's so true, but there's something about this show that really irks me. We'll always be Gleeks forever. Don't stop believing. So here's the tier list. Let us introduce you to our tiers and what they mean. So top tier. We have grilled cheeses, obviously. It's holy. It's just like, otherworldly, out of this world. Like, this character is just so amazing. And really, even though, like, nobody's a saint here in McKinley High, their presence is just heavenly. It's granting wishes. Next, beneath that, we have the JB experience. The Justin Bieber experience. Come on, guys. That's actually one of my favorite things from Glee. Just the Justin Bieber experience. Like, go off, Trouty Mouth. I just think that's so funny. So it's like, you're pretty good. Honestly, I mean, there's always gonna be a complaint because it's Glee, but very little complaints. Here we have the mid-tier. That's how Sue sees it. It's like, oh, it's memorable, like a little iconic thing from the show, but like, it's after she just probably said something horrible, so it's kind of like, it's a mixed bag. It's right in the middle. you're good, but then you're also bad. Like,
but you're not forgettable.
Yeah, like you're iconic, but maybe a bit problematic. Next, right at the second to last tier, I'll bust the windows out your car. We're going to Lima Heights.
And you might be like, that's pretty aggressive. How is that not the bottom tier? But if you are at bottom tier, that means that we don't even remember you. Like, no one cares about you. You can be erased. So this is the tier of violence. We really hate you, but again, you're too important to forget.
Yeah, at least you made us feel something. Because I'd rather have an opinion about a character and actually be like, okay, they gave something even if it was bad. At least you made me feel something, you know? At least you're not boring.
And that brings us to the bottom tier. Let's have a kiki turkey lurkey time.
Just as this song shouldn't exist, this mashup should not exist. Neither should this character, honestly. You didn't even need to be in the show.
Yeah, like, you made us feel absolutely nothing.
And again,
it's
like
better to make us feel something than nothing at all. Because then, like, why are you here?
It's better to be annoying and insufferable, in my personal opinion, than to be forgettable.
Like, do something! God.
Okay. Let's start off with, I believe, like, everyone is here to know what our opinion is on Rachel Berry, because everyone hates her. People think she is practically Satan on television. Like, they think she is a demon. She is the craziest villain in television history. I do not think that.
Like,
I think people are over-exaggerating a little bit.
She's annoying. She's done horrible things, like sending Sunshine you-know-where, but honestly, was she that bad?
She was annoying, okay, but she's not the worst character in TV history. And honestly, in the first season, she had a certain kind of charm. I feel like, considering how young these characters are, they're supposed to be young, and so, like, she's kind of naive, and she's like, I'm gonna be a star. Also, a lot of people that age are kind of a little bit self-absorbed because everyone's in their own little world, so some of the stuff I honestly can excuse her behavior a little bit.
Obviously, she's a little...
A part of it is just being
much.
young, but the way that she just, like, throws herself at Finn sometimes is just like, girl, get a grip.
And he's not that great.
Get a grip on reality. Plus, he has a girlfriend.
Oh my god, like, I don't know. I'm feeling the Justin Bieber experience. I wouldn't put her up there, like, she's not, like, my favorite character by any means. But honestly, again, we can't really have this show without Rachel, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, do I find her extremely annoying at times? Yeah, but I also don't hate her as much as everyone else does.
And
so
I see a little bit of myself in her.
Unfortunately, yes. I'm very into the Myers-Briggs, like, personality types. You know, like the 16 personalities. I know it's a pseudoscience, but leave me alone. I don't take it verbatim, but I do see a lot of truth in it. And her personality type, I think according to Personality Database, is ENFJ, and I'm INFJ, and so I kind of see myself a little bit in her, and I feel like she was who I could have became if I, like, went a little evil.
If I was extroverted, would I be that annoying?
No, I wouldn't be, but I'm gonna put her JB experience.
I'm sorry, just seeing them being dragged around is funny. Just creating this tier list was honestly funny, like seeing all their faces file in. So next we have Quinn Fabray, and I have a lot of opinions. I really don't like her. I know that she's a character where it's like you're supposed to kind of not like her in a certain way, but there are some people who absolutely love her for some reason.
Yeah, like they would worship the ground she walks on.
And I just don't get it. I don't get the hype, because it's a thing where, and we'll get more into this later when we talk about Santana, but it's like Quinn is just two-faced and it's annoying, but like she tries to hide it and is like, oh, but I'm like just this like innocent like Christian girl, and that's what irks me. Like, if you're gonna be terrible, just be terrible.
I hate it when people are two-faced, because honestly, even if you're being horrible, at least you're being genuine at that point.
Yeah.
If you're a jerk, then just act like it.
'Cause
don't be two-faced.
What I hate is that literally that when that whole thing happened where Kurt tricked Rachel, you know, like when Rachel wanted help trying to get Finn to like her.
And he gave her a makeover.
Yeah, when he gave her a makeover, the fact that then Finn was like, oh, well, you know, I'm into, I don't forget the words that they used,
Didn't
but
they say like nice girls or
but
something?
it's like, that's not
But
Quinn.
is not nice.
So like, I just hate how we're comparing Rachel to Quinn here, and I think we know the truth. Finn is stupid. Oh my god. But yeah, I don't like Quinn Fabray. I mean, I like her in the later seasons for just a bit because
when she's an adult.
Yeah, because
basically.
she starts to act more mature, but then she's like, I'm emo. That was like one of the most unnecessary and annoying things that Glee has ever done. But you know, she's still an iconic character. I mean, her pregnancy was iconic, the Bohemian Rhapsody pregnancy. We really can't have the show without her.
Yeah, like, I think she's too important. She's iconic.
She is, but she's just not the
problematic, though.
She's not the best part of the Unholy Trinity.
So, I'm gonna put her in That's How Sue Sees It.
Yeah.
Put her in C tier. Oh god. Next, we have Finn Hudson.
And honestly, I don't know how to feel. Based on the episode list that we told you guys that we watched, all of the episodes that we watched pretty much painted him in a bad light.
There was not a single episode out of all of those that he didn't do something wrong in. A lot of times they used him to show bigotry. I swear, like, there are 2 episodes of him using slurs, and then he was like, wait, no, I didn't mean, I'm just a nice guy.
And it's like,
and I was like,
how many times can the show keep saying, you know, he's a nice guy, and especially they keep having Rachel be like, he's a nice guy, but like, how many times can you keep telling us that when he keeps doing these things? Like, I'm not gonna believe it at a certain point. But generally, when I watch the entire show in full, I'm like, oh, I like them. But at a certain point, I just get annoyed because every freaking episode we just have to sit there and watch, like, mouth agape face. Like, what?
He never knows what's going on.
I know, and there's nothing I hate more than a guy being confused. Why are you confused?
He acts like,
he got manipulated by Quinn, obviously. So, like, that's not the stuff I'm talking about. But, like, literally about anything else, he's just always confused and making terrible, like actions.
He makes a bad decision and then he's confused, like, why is everyone mad at me? Because of what you did! Like, he does not understand. He does not understand.
I think we have to take into account not just the episodes that we watched and just what we feel like overall.
Yeah, I do like him. Is he flawed? Yes. Probably just as flawed or even maybe possibly more flawed than Quinn.
Yeah, in ways. I mean, honestly, to a certain extent, you understand why she wanted to protect herself with the whole pregnancy thing.
Yeah.
You understand why she just told Finn that he was the dad. Not that it's okay, but I'm just saying, like, she wanted him to have a better father.
But not that Puck is.
Oh god. I think also Justin Bieber experience, but below Rachel, obviously. I like Rachel more.
I honestly was gonna put him in That's How Sue Sees It.
But, like, above Quinn, maybe? Or, no.
It's like, do I like him more than Quinn? Yes, but he's also just very flawed. And I do like Rachel more than I like him.
Yeah, that's true.
Although I do think in their relationship with, like, Rachel and Finn, I do think Rachel is, like, such an instigator sometimes.
Oh my god.
She's so annoying.
It's, like, honestly, sometimes I'm like, why do I even like them being together? Because, like, they're so annoying when they are.
I know. Okay, next. Mercedes Jones.
The star power.
Yeah.
The diva off, did we really need to have that?
She is such a good character to me. She's one of those people, like, she's very confident and she has every single right to be. The only 2 things that I ever got annoyed with her about, like, on the show is that whole thing where they made, like, a different Glee club or whatever in the school and then she went to go join it because she personally wasn't being shown. It was always about Rachel all the time in the New Directions. Which, like, I do get. Honestly, I supported her at the beginning of that because it's like, yeah, honestly, leave because you're not getting what you want out of this. But then, like, as it just went on and on and on, it just kind of got annoying to me. Does that make sense? Like, her being against the New Directions. And then, obviously, the whole thing with Kurt in, like, season 1. I don't like that. As iconic as I'll bust the windows out your car.
Like, it might be a hot take, but honestly, honestly, I don't agree with it, because even if what she was under the impression of was happening and Kurt wasn't actually gay and he likes Rachel or whatever, you don't have the right to go and do that, though. You don't have the right to go bust the windows out someone's car. But then also knowing what we do know, it's just terrible.
Honestly, that's the least amount of bad things that anyone has like done in this show.
Yeah, like we can
it's
only
barely
name like 2
nothing.
things.
She has a very powerful personality, and I really like that about her. So she's going all the way up to grilled cheeses, and she might be just right there at the head of it and never moving back. Next, this is actually one of my favorite characters, and I know that's an unpopular opinion because I feel like every single time anyone talks about Glee, they always talk about how much they hate this character. We have Artie Abrams.
I don't get it, especially when you watch season 1. I don't get the hate, but I guess that's not the thing that people have the problem with. It's really later on, they're like, they ruined this character. I guess I'm just like, every Glee character is ruined. Like, I'm just saying, he hasn't done the worst out of all of these characters, so I don't know why he's specifically the one that everyone hates.
I don't know either. Do people just find him annoying? I don't really know. But Artie, I relate to him on a deep level. Like I said about the personality types thing, he's INFJ, so I like...
He is?
Yes, he is. So I like deeply relate to Artie.
I mean...
personality-wise, I just feel like I get him.
Yeah, also, like, again, it's obviously awful to have a crush on anyone on Glee, but I did have a crush on Artie.
Me too, when I was younger.
So, I also want to say grilled cheeses, but he has his problems. He spread, you know what, around that college campus. The whole thing with him dating Brittany was so annoying, but, like, I don't think it's a problem with him necessarily. It's really just Glee as a show being annoying.
Yeah, so he's going right up there.
Yeah, he can go below Mercedes. Like, just
Yeah.
because I relate to him more doesn't mean that he's a better character than Mercedes.
Yeah, I still think I like Mercedes more.
We have the iconic Miss Santana Lopez.
I'm gonna be honest, the first time I watched Glee, I really didn't like her. I was very afraid of her. Like, she's the kind of girl that will, like, snap me in two with her words. She is a very aggressive personality, and, you know, she's like that ESTP kind of personality, and that's very much not me. However, over time, my love for Santana Lopez has only grown.
It's just crazy how I'm like, she deserves the world, guys. Even though she was horrible, but like, everything she has done, maybe horrible, maybe rude, maybe blunt, but at least she's being real. Like, everything that she's done, even though it's horrible, I'm like, she was so real for that. And honestly, I'm glad that she tried to get Quinn caught for cheating.
I know.
Like, honestly,
that's my favorite thing that Santana has ever done.
Yeah, cause drama. Because the truth needs to get out somewhere.
Favorite lesbian on television.
No, yeah.
Just period. She's just, I don't know.
She's
like,
a powerhouse. And also, she's one of my favorite singers on Glee.
Yeah, me too. I agree.
The Boy Is Mine.
Or Valerie. Like, come on. I mean, she's done a lot of things that are not good.
Too many to list off or count.
But honestly, some of the stuff that she did do, a lot of it has to do with her not being able to come to terms with her own sexual orientation, which is not her fault, because it's just learned homophobia.
Yeah, so I'm like, honestly, you can be terrible, but, like, and you can be rude or whatever, but if you have the personality to back it up, then go off.
She is going in grilled cheeses.
Really? I was gonna say Justin Bieber Experience, but, you know,
I just feel so, like, passionate about it, but you know what? No, I can't put her up there with Mercedes and Artie.
We can, I don't know, do I like her more than Rachel? That's the question. Do I like Santana more than Rachel? Or do I just think she's more iconic than Rachel?
Now I do want to put her up in grilled cheeses, actually, because I do like her more than Rachel, I feel like.
You do? Okay. I'll let you do that, but obviously below everyone else.
Because she still has faults. Because I feel like Rachel can be just really annoying. Think about it.
Yeah. So we have Brittany, we have Britt to go after Santana. The episodes we watched were great for Brittany. We literally watched the Brittany episode.
Yeah, they painted her in such a good light.
But the thing is, like, I mean, I don't mean to sound so mean, but sometimes her stupidity does irritate me. Like, I never want to be that person. Especially because the whole MIT thing, she was like, you know, everyone just called me stupid my whole life, and so I believed it. But, like, also because this is a TV show, it's like, but you actually were, though.
Like, she is playing into, oh, I'm the dense character stereotype that, like, doesn't know what's going on.
But, you know, she has some iconic things besides being Brittany S. Pierce. We have Fondue for Two, which is one of my favorite things about Glee, actually. Fondue for Two is iconic. That poor cat, though, as iconic as Lord Tubbington is, I feel horrible. No, what frustrates me a lot about her character is more so everything with her relationships. It seems like she just kind of dates everybody at a certain point. Her and Artie was annoying, then she dates Sam. It's like, she should have just been with Santana.
It just feels like they gave her unnecessary love interest. Can she just stay with Santana, please?
Yeah, but even then, I still have problems with their relationship. It's like, they've fought for it enough in the show that I'm convinced that that should be the relationship, like, that we should have. But at the same time, it's very irritating to me, because I always am like, okay, yeah, they should be together, but then I just feel like constantly when I see them in a relationship together that Santana deserves better. I feel like Santana deserves someone more on her level.
Hi, editing Sierra coming in here. I feel like something that really does need to be acknowledged as far as Britt's and Santana's relationship goes. I think the main reason why Cheyenne and I don't feel like Brittany is on Santana's level is because of the fact that she just does things that are not right. Like, she does things that are not good for Santana. My biggest example is the fact that Brittany outed her twice, and plus that whole cheating thing with Artie. It's just, she gets away with doing a lot of bad things, and then everyone's always like, well, she didn't mean it. It's just kind of irritating.
I don't know. I mean, they love each other, I guess, but I don't know.
She said, I want to mash up with you forever, Britt, when she proposed. And I'm always saying, like, it's Mash Up Monday. This week's theme is Gaga. So it just felt personal.
Just because those episodes painted her in a positive light doesn't change the way that I know how I would feel if I watched the show overall as a whole.
She does do a lot of stuff that I don't like.
Yeah, as iconic as she is very irritating to me, and I know there's a lot of Britney S. Pierce fans, so I think people are gonna be really mad at us, but I honestly want to put her in I'll Bust the Windows at Your Car, or at least below Quinn, and That's How Sue Sees It.
No, she's not I'll Bust the Windows out your car level.
I know. I think
Definitely
my irritation with her is up too high. Just because I feel like Santana deserves better.
I would say I like her more than Quinn.
Yeah.
So we're gonna put Quinn all the way at the back. Okay. Next, Kurt Hummel.
Come on.
I love Kurt. One of my favorite TV characters of all time, to be honest. The first time that I watched Glee, I was a young child. My grandmother actually was a Gleek back in 2013. And so that's when I was first exposed to Glee. Because I was so young at the time, it was like my first exposures to gay people in television.
Yeah.
And honestly, I just feel like he's really important to my life.
Yeah, you know what? I feel like he's just like important to exist.
Yeah.
And also, I mean, personality.
Iconic. I always just feel for him so much because although sometimes Glee feels like the most gay yet homophobic show, I don't even know how else to explain it. His storyline, they really like showed the struggles of being gay. Definitely when I was young, it definitely helped me understand and gave me a lot of perspective and made me think about things. So I just feel like he's just really important to my whole belief system.
The only bad thing he did was almost kind of like emotionally cheat on Blaine over text.
Yeah.
Like, what was that?
I just have vivid memories of the whole thing. Why was he like tied up by like some like hot Santa or something? Like
I was like,
and we were watching it.
We're in the family room, and my dad just also saw that.
Yeah.
Above Mercedes, sorry.
Yeah. Now this is the one that everybody wants to know. Will Schuester.
The episodes that we watched honestly painted him also in a good light overall. And I will say that, like, he had some good moments, like, in Never Been Kissed. But even if he has, like, you know, some good moments, it's like, again, which student am I gonna plant drugs on today? And on top of that, he's just annoying. Like, down to the way he speaks, he's like...
annoying. He just acts like he's such a good guy. It's like, no, you're not.
I don't think there's a single person in this world who couldn't agree with the statement I'm about to say. He just icks me out.
He's just a walking ick. I think they showed way too much of his personal life and his relationship drama because we're watching this for the students, right? Can we all agree that we're not watching this for Will Schuester? I don't need to see all this. And he's just like a creepy little guy. I do think he's too important to put him in let's have a kiki turkey lurkey time. But I also definitely like him way less than all of the people in That's How Sue Sees It. I feel like I have to put him in I'll Bust the Windows Out Your Car.
I mean,
we're going to Lima Heights. Santana's gonna beat him up.
I have too much of a festering anger towards him, and I think most people would agree. So we have to put him in the violent category. I mean, wouldn't you slash his tires? Like, you know how funny it would be if you did that and then he leaves the school building, is like, I can't get home. You know how funny that is?
Do you know he would have like that annoying reaction, being like, are you kidding me? Stop. Next, Tina Cohen Chang.
I don't know, it's like iconic, but I don't like her actions. And the thing is,
faked the stutter. She went after Blaine, a gay man.
it was just disgusting. And so, do I agree she deserved more time to sing? Absolutely. And as iconic, like, as she is, I feel like with her actions, she doesn't have the star power to back it up.
Yeah.
I honestly just feel like Justin Bieber experience, because I was gonna put her in That's How Sue Sees It, but I like her more than all of the characters on That's How Sue Sees It.
Yeah, I do too. Like, although she is a little bit problematic, she's not the most problematic. She's just a little bit annoying. And I can't not put her up high just because of the way that she looks, like the iconic looks that she gave us. The fashion inspo that she gave us all with the alternative fashion. I'm so sad that they didn't keep that throughout the show.
Yeah,
like
they
come
just
on.
made her basic.
I'm gonna put her up here. I don't know if she should be ahead of Rachel.
Let's
Probably
just keep
not.
it as it is.
Okay, we have Will Schuester's other half, Emma Pillsbury.
I don't even hate her. It's giving Smurfs, like, flushed down the toilet, and she's not even that annoying to me, but I hate her and Will.
They're such an annoying couple.
Again, like, every time they're together, it just feels kind of icky to me, because they act like she's, like, a symbol of, like, purity, and then it just feels like you're treating her like a child.
Like, it gives an icky vibe sometimes. And also worst OCD representation, ever.
The OCD representation is wild.
But her as a person, I mean, I don't know.
I like her more than Will.
Yeah, like, I'm not sending her to Lima Heights to get beat up by Santana. I'm not gonna bust the windows out her car.
I mean, if we're talking about how much I like the character, then I would probably put her, like, above everyone, and That's How Sue Sees It, because they're all so annoying.
I think that's where I'll put her.
This is an interesting list so
I don't
far.
know if people will agree with that or not. Like, I really don't know. And I know that some Gleeks are very passionate, and I'm afraid of the comments. Guys, this is an open discussion. Like, I'm not gonna get mad at you for having a different opinion at all. I think it's funny when people have vastly different opinions about such a ridiculous show as Glee. So comment your opinions down below, and it's fine if you disagree. I just don't want to get screamed at.
Yeah. Mike Chang. I don't remember him doing, like, really anything that bad besides what happens in the Never Been Kissed episode, but that was, like, literally every guy.
And but he didn't do it. It was Tina.
Oh my god, yeah. Never mind then. Actually, he doesn't have much going on though, because he doesn't really sing. I feel like he's more forgettable, but at the same time, I'm always like, Mike Chang.
No, I think, like, if I rewatched the whole show, I would put him in JV experience. When I think about it, because I used to, like, all the time, I'd just be, like, randomly out of nowhere, just say Mike Chang, like, just because.
Mike Chang?
Yeah, so.
Above Tina?
Just because he's not as problematic.
Yeah.
Alright, a controversial one.
Sue Sylvester. I don't know. It's just kind of hard to say because obviously she's horrible. There's no question about it. But, like, I feel like depending on the issue, when stuff was going down, like, when stuff mattered most, she was, I don't know. She had her moments, too.
I definitely like her more than Will. I have similar feelings to her that I do for, like, Santana. When she's being evil, she's being authentic. She is being genuine. Again, I prefer that over someone like Quinn Fabray, who's just, like, a liar.
But you know, the weirdest thing that they ever made her do was have that Kurt and Blaine shrine. And that just shows how bad season 6 is.
Come on, like, what? Honestly, I really do like Sue. She's problematic, but she owns that, and she does a lot of bad things, but honestly, she's such a good villain, like, such a good antagonist for the show, and the show would not be what it is without Sue Sylvester, so I gotta put her up there. I don't know if I want to put her in grilled cheeses or not. But
no, I feel like we can't. Like, honestly, I would put her at the front of the Justin Bieber experience.
Yeah,
though.
I think so too.
Everything's evening out a little bit.
Yeah, no one's in let's have a kiki turkey lurkey time, but I'm sure that'll change because, you know, we're inevitably getting to the part of the video where there's gonna be characters from, like, the last couple seasons. And those characters are just not as fleshed out, and they're just annoying.
Also, I feel like there's a character that we should do now. I just put it in the wrong way when setting this tier list up. Puck should probably go right now.
Oh, right. Okay. Puck. You know what? That's so perfect.
I actually do not care. I mean,
he's not a necessary character.
Like, I
he
guess
annoys me a lot.
Like, I guess he is kind of needed because he's the baby daddy for Quinn's baby, but at the same time,
beyond that, he's like,
but it's like
unnecessary. I don't.
It could have been anyone. It did not need to be him. He's just like a plot device, and he's not adding anything to the show, in my opinion. I don't care what happens to him, because as I was creating this tier list, like setting it up, I was like, wow, I really could not care less about a character.
Yeah, I just don't care about him. And beyond that, Puck sang Beth.
No, you can't ruin that. No, literally after he sang that song was ruined for me for years.
You cannot do that.
It took me years
like,
to recover.
Literally for years, anytime I thought of the song Beth, I didn't think Kiss, I thought Puck.
And I hated it.
And I was just so mad.
Beth is a good song, so screw you, bottom tier, get erased.
Next, we have Bert Hummel. What a good father. Okay, at the beginning, it was a little bit rocky, but he's just such a good dad.
I know.
Like, I just remember being 12 years old and bawling my eyes out, being like, oh my god, is he gonna die in the hospital?
And the funny thing is that literally, we didn't watch Glee for years after that, and so I thought he actually died in the show, because I forgot what happened, and then so when we were rewatching it, I was like, oh man, like, he's gonna die. He doesn't die!
And I just don't know how I don't remember
so
this.
I was just
I watched Glee, rewatched it like so many times.
So I was just like sitting there anticipating his death, like, and I was like, it didn't happen.
I know, like, what? Easily, I think grilled cheeses.
Yeah.
Where do I put him? I like him so much. I'm gonna put him ahead of Santana.
Should he go above Artie though? That's what I'm feeling.
I'm feeling it too. Why is he glitched? Okay.
Wow, the fact that grilled cheeses is the biggest tier right now.
That's crazy. I did not expect that.
Well, just wait.
Yeah, just wait. We have Trouty Mouth, Sam Evans. Why is he my favorite character?
No, because that's the thing is, like, me and Sierra were talking about this, like, who is our favorite character collectively? And it has to be Sam Evans because he is us. True Jackson VP and the Justin Bieber experience. Like, he is if I was a dumb man. I truly do believe that.
I don't know.
He's authentic.
Yeah, he does have some not so good moments. obviously, just like everyone else. However, he's just really iconic. I always liked his character. He's like a male version of Anna from Frozen.
It's just annoying what they do to him. He needs some time on the show. Like, how do I explain it? Like, his first introduction, like, then when he starts dating Quinn and stuff, it's like, I hated it. It was horrible. But then, you know, when he's by himself for a while there, then it was, like, amazing. And then as the show goes on, they just have him to be, like, the dumb character. So he, like, goes in and out in waves of how effective his positive presence is to the show. But overall, if we're talking about like the core parts of his character, then he has to be up there.
Although it feels like he should go in his category of the Justin Bieber experience, we're not gonna put him there. We're gonna put him at grilled cheeses.
Above Mercedes?
Oh no.
I was just like, whoa.
It was an accident.
We'll put the couple together.
Yeah, I forgot that they date. See, that's the one bad thing he did. He was like chasing after a girl who had a boyfriend. And then he made her cheat. Well, he didn't make her cheat. But he
don't blame Mercedes for
encouraged it.
anything ever.
He actually made her cheat. Like, she did not do that. She did not kiss him out of her own free will.
Next is, like, honestly, probably, like, my favorite character ever, like, on Glee, actually. Blaine? What a cool gay man. The Warblers, come on, if you don't love the Warblers, like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
The Warblers' teenage dream performance changed my life at 12 years old.
I really like how he was there for Kurt and everything, like, especially in the beginning, like, with the stuff with Karofsky. Well, first of all, we probably should have said this earlier, but certain characters are not going to be on this list because it includes like topics that we don't really want to talk about on our channel because of the seriousness.
Yeah, and honestly, like,
it's too complex.
Talking about certain topics also, I don't want to get the video age restricted or anything like that.
Yeah, so certain characters aren't on here for
because there are some
reasons.
Serious topics.
Yeah.
And then also there's just a bunch of characters that aren't on here because I just didn't feel like talking about them.
Like,
this is already a lot of people.
And we're not gonna have, like, the Irish, like, leprechaun guy, like.
But yeah, I just want to have a good time and joke about a lot of stuff. I don't want to, like, talk about very serious topics right now.
Because I know we're talking about Glee, but also we're pretty PG.
Yeah.
Blaine, literally so iconic, but he cheated on Kurt. And you know what the thing is? I can't even fault the character for this. This is just Glee being Glee. So it's, like, really annoying. The gays have to take the top of the list, so let's, like, put him right next to Kurt, keeping the couples together.
Do you think above Mercedes?
Obviously.
Oh.
Sorry. Like, it's a
Okay.
very, like, clear thing for me. Like, I am obsessed with Blaine.
Okay. I love how we were saying, like, we hate them all, but why is there so many in grilled cheeses, then?
I think it's a lot of it is because we left so many people out.
Oh, okay. Jesse St. James is next.
Best...
Kristoff from Frozen, or,
the
King George III. But anyway,
literally one of my favorite antagonists.
However, I feel like he wasn't there long enough for me to be like, oh, grilled cheeses.
Yeah, but also later on in the show, he does something that pisses me off. And I don't exactly remember what it was because, again, we didn't rewatch the whole show. But there's something that he did that I was like, this is even out of character for him, even though he's horrible.
If we remember what it is after filming, we will, like, put in a little editor's clip.
Yeah.
So I've still not figured out, for the life of me, what I was upset about. I just remember having those feelings at some point. I even looked up whatever on the internet to see if I could find anything and maybe re-spark my memory about this whole thing. But I found nothing because everyone just thinks he's annoying in general. There's not, like, one specific incident. Everyone either really loves him or they really hate him, so it was hard to find anything, and I am not watching any more of this damn show. Even though I love it, but I'm not watching any more episodes for this video, especially in the later seasons. And I think that that's when it occurred. So I'm just done.
But it was just, like, annoying how he was acting. But, like, again, I feel like it's just Glee being Glee.
I'm gonna put him in the JB experience.
I think
I'm putting him above Sue, honestly.
Oh, really?
Wait,
I was gonna say,
no,
like,
that's
I was gonna say, like, below Rachel, but, like, he's more iconic, to be honest. But no, like, do we really like him more than Rachel? Like,
no. I'll just put him there. I'm happy with that.
Let's just put the whole Puckerman family together. No, but he can go above his brother.
Yeah, I just really don't like him.
I
He's
don't-
just a character that's just thrown in there, like, oh, he's related to like a previous character. And not only that, but I really don't like his relationship with Marley Rose.
Some people are obsessed with them.
I don't
and
like
I don't get it.
Maybe it's just because of my own stress or like trauma with being asexual, but I really don't like what happened between him and Marley.
And even beyond that, it's like Ryder was a clear choice. I'm sorry. No, I actually have nothing to say about him because he's just so boring.
yeah.
They just say, oh, he's like a bad boy. They're like, that's all he has. He's not as bad as his brother, but then because of that, he's actually just kind of boring. I have nothing to say about him.
Yeah, and also like I was saying, the thing between him and Marley, I guess I kind of take it a little bit personally because a lot of people actually headcanon Marley Rose as asexual, and so that's why it kind of triggers me a little, if that makes sense, right? Enough said there. And the whole thing with him and Kitty, and then he like cheated. Oh, he didn't cheat on Marley necessarily. Well, did he? I don't know, but he like immediately went with that Cheerio. So we have Uni.
I want the best for them. It's obvious grilled cheeses material.
Oh yeah,
But-
it's just figuring out like where to put her.
I honestly feel like at the bottom.
Wait, why?
I'm just saying, considering like what characters are there, they weren't on the show as long.
But no, because I love Unique. Stop.
But like,
I love her. Please stop.
I don't want to put Unique above. I don't know. It's just like crazy how far Artie has went down, and then like Bert would go
No.
down too.
Well, again, because she wasn't in the show very long, I would put her in the JB experience.
Oh,
Maybe at the top.
I don't know.
Because,
like, it's just
okay.
weird because they weren't there for that long. But then I also really like them. I feel two things. Like I could literally put her up with Mercedes, or I could literally just put her in the Justin Bieber experience. I'm conflicted because like they weren't the biggest part of the show.
Yeah, I think I'll put her in JB experience. I mean,
I don't
like,
know though.
I don't even feel bad for the fact that she catfished Ryder.
That was hilarious. She went offline. I made a whole edit about it, just making fun of him, like clicking on the computer because she logged off. Like, I am obsessed with how that went down. That was so funny. I would catfish him too because that's so funny. Like, I just want to see that reaction.
Unique, I just feel so bad for her. The whole thing with the Rizzo thing. She just deserves more. Where do I put her? I think maybe like here.
Yeah.
Definitely ahead of Jesse St. James.
It's just a thing where, like, nothing will ever be as iconic as them being the one who catfished Ryder. Because it's so funny to, again, picture them just, like, in a dark room screen illuminating their face, typing on the computer at, like, 3 a.m. It's hilarious. I love it. And, come on. Respect. Respect for Unique.
Also, okay, like, don't hate me, because I do really like Britney Spears' music, but Glee did Womanizer better.
And it's because of Unique.
Yeah, it's because of Alex Newell.
Because I literally listened to Womanizer, like the original one, like after I listened to the Glee version for so long, and then I was like, I don't even like it.
Next, we have Marley Rose. Oh gosh. I do have a lot of sympathy for her. Obviously, like I said, with her very weird relationship with Jake. I don't like them. I feel like she deserved better. And also, the whole thing with Kitty was very bad.
That's disturbing. I just don't know how to feel because, like, I relate to her, but I also really don't agree with her decisions. The fact that she got mad at Ryder and acted like he was blowing her off when he was, like, going to that thing to find out if he had dyslexia.
I know. It's just so annoying to
Being
me.
like, you could make time for me. That sort of mentality when he was just trying to find out if he had dyslexia.
I know it sounds crazy to bust the windows out her car, but I think I want to put her there because she annoys me in the same way that Will does.
Oh my god!
And I definitely like her less than Emma, Finn, Brittany, and Quinn.
Like, this is gonna be a controversial take, I think, because, no, I do like Marley Rose. I do. Glee's is iconic, and I do like her on the show, but because the relationship stuff takes up so much of it, like, I can't put her that high.
I'll put her ahead of Will, obviously. She's close to being in That's How Sue Sees It, but just because the whole thing when Ryder is, like, getting diagnosed with dyslexia. I just can't excuse it. Like, for some
Yeah,
reason.
it was
It just makes me
horrible.
really mad.
Like, I just feel like Ryder didn't deserve that.
After he supported her during the show when she was literally trying to make herself puke. I mean, I don't want to get too much into that because obviously, again,
Triggering
I'm not,
topic.
but I don't know.
So we have Ryder. Why is he always jumping? I don't know where to put him. There's just so many things that I love that, like, happened surrounding him. Like, the catfish, Glees. Like, it's just funny, but oh my gosh. The anger outbursts, the transphobia. I don't like that. And I also think the whole catfishing plotline, although him being on the computer, like clicking, being like, what the heck, she went offline, is so funny to us. It's like such a big inside joke and a meme. Other than that, like the catfishing thing is so annoying because if they really wanted to make Ryder and Unique a thing, they totally just messed it up. I know.
And then again, they made him mad at her over it, and because if he was mad that he was catfished, that would be one thing, but obviously the whole trans thing comes into it and he's uncomfortable by it. It makes me upset.
I don't know. There is something I like about him though, but I can't really pinpoint it. He has like certain qualities that makes him less annoying to me. Less annoying than certain things about Finn. Because they're kind of basic, both of them, in the same way.
Oh gosh. I still just don't know where to put him.
Like, I don't feel so angry at him like that bust the windows out your car, but
maybe like the tail end of that's how Sue sees it.
Yeah. This is because of Marley Rose's actions.
But I almost want to put him above Quinn.
Yeah. I don't think people are gonna agree with that one.
No, no one's gonna agree with us on that. I'm still gonna put him below Brittany.
Because he's just annoying.
Because he's just not as iconic as them.
Like, and he does piss me off. But just there's not as much anger there.
Oh gosh. Next we have Kitty Wild. Gosh, she's horrible, actually.
Can we erase her? I feel like it.
Yeah, like she can go there with her little boyfriend, Jake Puckerman.
So do we like her more?
Oh wait. Well, Jake just makes me so mad. Like, I know that she
she had more
tightened
presence.
the dress and all that, and that was really messed up.
But again, like, she had more presence than Jake did.
Yeah, okay. I don't want to talk about her really much longer. Like, there's not much to say.
Teen Jesus.
Joe, what do I think?
Like, he makes me feel nothing but more in a positive way.
I don't know if anyone else agrees with me, but I quite liked his relationship with Quinn because they both obviously were religious, but he actually stuck to it.
Yeah, he like respected
and
it more.
He actually helped. I feel like he helped her be a better person.
She needed to be humbled.
He kind of helped her morally.
I do have some positive memories. Like, it's not like it's like really big or that memorable, but you know, the prom, he was there for that.
I kind of want to just say that's how Sue sees it.
Yeah. I don't know, it's like I have less negative emotions about him than Quinn, but it's not like he's that important.
But I definitely like him more than Quinn, though.
Yeah. But I like him more than Ryder, too. This is weird.
It is.
But you know what's funny is that in comparison, if that Irish guy was on here, he would be erased.
For sure. Next we have Jane. Oh my gosh, everyone from season 6 is so forgettable. I actually want to just all put them in Let's Have a Geeky Turkey Lurkey Time.
She can go at the top of it though. Because like, I remember like, you know, liking her the most. And I don't feel anger against her, so I don't want to put her in like, I don't want to bust the windows out her car. She's forgettable though.
Yeah, put her at the top. Madison,
No, actually at the bottom, like even below Puck.
Yeah.
Because the way she was like being controlling of her brother.
Yeah, here we have her twin. Oh my gosh, what's his name? I don't even know. These people are forgettable. I do kind of like him.
I actually think I like him more than Jane.
Yeah, I'll put him at the top.
Like, see, this bottom row is filling up quick now.
Yeah. And it's also a thing where all of the season 6 characters, all the students are boring. They have no personality. I don't even know what their names are, obviously. That's a problem.
Wait, who is this guy? You know, the How to Build a Better Boy guy, like, I love you like a love song, baby. I don't know his name.
Spencer?
It's like hard because like it doesn't even stick because he doesn't look like a Spencer.
He annoyed me a lot. Oh my god. I'm putting him there.
Roderick. I remember like not hating him. I liked him more than other characters, but like Sierra was bringing up to me last night, he's so annoyingly pessimistic.
You know where he's going?
Yeah, I feel anger because
anger.
how dumb do you have to be that when Santana was, you know, proposing to Brittany, like, it was very clear. She's like, I want to mash up with you forever, Britt. And then, like, literally asked, will you marry me? And he goes, what's going on?
What's happening here?
Like,
what?
What do you mean? What is going on? Do I hate him more than Will? They really didn't want that to happen. It's actually hilarious that we're ending this video on Sebastian, but it's because we, like, randomly remembered it because we were rewatching The Flash. Also, what a cool name. Sebastian Smythe.
Yeah, that's a pretty good name. I just love...
You love a
like,
good villain.
Yeah, and I also just kind of love an evil gay character. I live for it. He's going in grilled Jesus.
Yeah, he can go below Santana, because, like, she's better than him.
Yeah, and
like,
we go together because of the smooth criminal performance. Is it really bad that he got Blaine, he, like, technically assaulted him and messed up his eye? Yeah, but...
And are you okay? Also, the
I just
Glad
really
You Came by the Wanted cover. And a little time, if you can. It was a big part of me growing into who I am today.
It does feel crazy that Marley Rose is gonna get beat up by Santana, but I think this is right.
Based on the tier list, that's right. Like, I actually don't really hate her that much. Like, I do like Marley Rose, but just with where everything sits, I just think it makes sense. Do I like her more than Quinn? Obviously. But she's not there enough in the show as a whole, and she's just not as iconic as Quinn is, even if I like her more. This is it.
This is a tier list, guys.
It's actually crazy. There's a lot of people in grilled cheeses. And there's surprisingly more than in Let's Have a Kiki. And I'm actually surprised that there's not as much anger as I thought there was.
I think, honestly...
It's more frustration, I think,
yeah,
than anger.
Because they're different things. They're different things. Okay. Yeah, I agree with this. I agree.
So we finally talked about Glee. After begging me for years, I finally caved and let my inner Gleek out.
That's a video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. We really just like to rank things, not even just on a tier list, but just in general.
See where our heads are at.
Yeah. So if you want us to do this again with like a different show, or just maybe like Disney Channel characters.
Disney Channel couples.
Oh my gosh, that would be such a good one. But let us know if you want us to do that. Now, life update.
Yeah.
If you have noticed, honestly, like for the past 2 years,
our online presence has declined significantly. Like, slowly but surely.
And a lot has been going on with me personally, as well as you. And I don't like to talk about my medical issues and air that out on the internet. However, I do have to say this because this will heavily impact our presence here on YouTube for at least the next couple months, at most kind of like the next year.
And it'll affect, you know, our gaming channel too. Possibly not as much, because we don't show our faces on that channel, just gameplay, but still, we haven't been uploading as much because it's just hard because we don't feel well a lot of the time, and so we have to do a lot to make this even happen. We don't know what the next couple months are really gonna look like because we have to go into surgery, both of us. So, you know, if you do see anything from us, it's probably pre-recorded, but you might not see anything at all.
There is a possibility of there not being absolutely any videos for a couple months.
We just don't know what preparing for surgery or recovery is going to be like for us, so we don't really know what to tell you guys. It's pretty unclear as of right now. We won't know until it actually happens.
Yeah, we have kind of discussed our conditions a little bit on the gaming channel because we were kind of like venting about it while playing Mario Kart. So our condition that we both have does have to do with the back of our brain.
So it affects a lot of things for us.
It's an anatomical issue. It needs to be fixed with surgery.
We'll leave that at that, but
Yeah.
we just want to let you guys know because we might not be here for a while. It does suck because, you know, I already feel like we haven't been here
For a while
already, but
gone even longer just sucks.
Because this is something we really enjoy doing. It's really the only place where we get to talk about things that we really like and have discussions with other people about it. So to not have that for myself is kind of driving me insane. So like every time we film a video, it's always so fun, but it's like I can't keep doing it.
We will come back. There will be a comeback. But we just don't know when that will be.
Hopefully we can make a Halloween video.
Don't worry, we got y'all. Since we can't wear costumes this year, we're actually going to do a Halloween Hot Topic clothing sort of haul. We just got the clothes because we wanted them, but you know, we kind of wanted to show them for a video. You know, some Monster High stuff. It'll be fun.
But you might see us playing like the Monster High video game on our
the
gaming channel.
Whether you're new here or returning or are subscribed, thank you for watching. Making videos is really fun for both of us, and although we don't have like a bunch of subscribers, YouTube and just like making videos and stuff is like really important to me, and just thank you for being here and supporting. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to support what we do on YouTube here. And we have a gaming channel, like we said. A link to that will be down in the description below if you want to support us over there.
Obviously, please leave a comment. We need to know your opinions.
Yeah,
and we want to talk about Glee. Tell us who you have the most hate for. That's what I want to know. And yeah, sorry to end on a little bit of a sour note,
but it had to be addressed.
Yeah, and also we don't want to put it at the beginning of the video because then like people who don't even know us, they're just like jumping into us being like, we have to go in for surgery. It was just gonna be too much, and it's like, this is a Glee video.
Hope you enjoyed the video. Have an amazing day, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.